Okay, so we're gonna make a little kind of basic tutorial on ball touches. This is gonna be just super basic, so a lot of people already know this. This video is for Dino, just in case he wants to learn a little bit more. So basically, when you look at your car, there are different points at which you can hit it, which will give it a different amount of strength. The front, kind of the grill area, is the most powerful. Then I believe it's the sides, then the top, and then the bottom of your car, along where the wheels are. So when you're trying to move the ball in a certain way, I notice for me, I use the visor, so I use that kind of as my center point really, and it's kind of about pushing it that way. So if you're trying to go, say where that middle boost is, you could pop it one way, but then push it back. Just move it back that way. Anything else really that you wanted to know about shooting maybe? So if the ball is going up the wall, you kind of need to move your car in a way that will allow you to hit it. So if it's up the wall like that, you don't want to try and go up the wall and hit it there. You can, but at where you're at right now, it's probably a better idea to like let it go up the wall, kind of predict where it's going to go and then hit it that way. You probably won't be going for dribbles off the wall or anything. So it's kind of a better idea to either hit it down or hit it straight. Just basically let it roll up, you see where it's going, and then you want to predict. So the thing that I noticed when I was kind of trying to learn how to do it was to just let it roll up the wall in free play. See how it goes up, it starts coming down, and that's when I started hitting it. So I would wait for the ball to go up, and then once it's coming down is where I would want to hit it. So I would look at how much power was on it when it was going up the wall. So see how it's going pretty slow? I would let it go up. As soon as it starts coming down or stops is when I would hit it. And that's kind of just how I learned how to hit it off the wall. For shooting, I kind of already talked to you about it, but you just kind of want to let it bounce once. If it's on the ground, the best way to do it is just kind of flick into it. You kind of want to be almost right behind it. But if it's in the air like that, you want to let it hit that bounce and then hit it. So let me see if I can just flick it. And then it's bouncing. As soon as it comes off the bounce, you want to take, I don't think I can use my mouse, but the front end right where the grill is. You want to be able to be hitting that, and as that is making contact, you want to make the flick. So if it's on the ground, you just want to kind of roll into it and hit your dodge or your front flip as soon as you're about to hit the ball. Yeah, I think it just adds a little bit of extra power onto it. Then making like plays about reading and everything is just kind of like, you see the ball's bouncing in the corner, so based on where it's going to bounce off the wall, I'll go right in the corner so I can do a little bit of a better explanation. So if it's going to hit this bottom blue part, well, it looks blue on my screen, it'll probably either bounce once again and then hit where the Rocket League symbol is and bounce out, or it'll just go straight up the wall. If it's going to hit the silver part, it's likely to just bounce out and up. And if it's going to hit the Rocket League thing or above, it'll probably just go off the wall in the opposite direction of where it's coming. So if you're in a position somewhere out here, you want to be able to figure out where it's going to go before you start going in. And if you see someone else is in net and they have a better opportunity, you want to start predicting where they're going to hit it to. So it's kind of just like a bunch of stuff. It's also a lot about kind of reading what's going on. I'm in no way one of the better players, but I would say I have probably more hours than a lot of people and a little bit more experience. Again, this is just kind of a basic tips video for a friend, so if you're looking for some hardcore tips, I'd recommend people like KevPert, Mason. Mason's channel is Mason RL90, not just Mason. There's another channel that I can't remember that has a really good video on car mechanics and car control and everything like that are really good. This is kind of just how I play, and everyone has a different style. I know a lot of the pros play differently than each other, which is kind of why they're at the level that they're at. But again, for clears, you always kind of want to go on like, for me personally, I like to go on kind of like a weird angle. So if you're in net, we would have basically the ball is in this corner and you're in net. If there's someone who can make a hit, you kind of want to be able to predict if there's someone else coming or a third person coming. I know we play two, so it's kind of just like, you see that the ball is going into the corner. Again, I don't have my mouse, which is unfortunate. I guess I could kind of do it like this. But so the ball is in this area. I should turn my car a little bit so you can see better. It's going to automatically turn it, I figured. But the ball is kind of in this area, and it's coming this way, right? If there's someone here who can go after it and hit it, you want to be able to see if it's going to come around the wall above the net or down the wall up in front of the net, down the wall right in front of the net, or down the wall and then up over the net. Then again, you want to be able to see if there's a person here who's going to be able to come in and hit it towards the goal, or that person is going to be able to hit it out so that the other person could hit it in. It's a lot about, again, about like reading the play and kind of figuring it out. But this kind of really like basic knowledge of the game. I know you're just starting, but it's it just takes time, and you really kind of develop it over like just playing and kind of figuring stuff out. I don't know. I think that's all you kind of wanted to know, and just kind of positioning on where you should be when the ball is bouncing around. I know North America Rocket League is just about following the ball, and if I see ball, I hit ball. But you kind of just, you're always in a position that either you or your teammate can get to it first, or if someone else is going to hit it, you or your teammate is in a position where you can get to it first. So if the ball is right there rolling into net, see how it's rolling in the front. If there's a guy over on the left boost and he's going to beat me to the ball, I'm likely to come out this way because I know he's going to hit it this way. It could go to the left of me or to the right of me, but if I'm more to the right, it'll force him to hit it to the left, and my teammate should be on the left of me to be able to go get the ball. And now, say this is, here's another little trick for everyone who's just wondering. If you're in free play, you just colorblind mode on, off, and then you have goals. So if this is our goal and I can get to the ball first, so I'm about to hit the ball from our goal. My teammate is behind me circling into net. I'm just going to take the ball. It would be rolling and I would have momentum, but I would just take the ball, go up the wall, and just try and push it out as far as I can. Then if I can still get to it, I would try and get it. My teammate goes to the middle, and then I'm going this way and back out. The teammate's going in. If he can get the ball in, I'm looking for that pass to go back in. But if I know he can't get it, or he says he can't get it, I'm back here trying to make a save. So it's a lot about, for positioning on the ball, it's a lot about knowing where everyone on the pitch is, and knowing if you can or can't get to it first, if your teammate can or can't get to it first, and where you need to be related to that. Weak aspects for me is kind of ground dribbling, and again, I'm terrible at kickoffs. I always go for a dead, or I just try and push it to a side. But yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I have for you, Dino. We need to do a session where you save a replay or something, and I can go over it and kind of tell you where you could or couldn't be. Again, these tips are very basic, so I sent you some videos. I'll probably link some in the description for random people watching this. And yeah, I hope some of these tips helped. That's at least how I play.